Hey ladies, it is Robin, and I wanted to hop on here just to kind of chat with you all and to be real, to be raw, to be honest and completely transparent. And I'm pretty sure there will be some tears with this because I've already shed a few. Let me pull this up on my computer just in case there are some comments because it's very difficult to see comments on my phone. So right now, I am in the middle of packing. I am actually headed to Vermont in like 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, and I am still not completely packed. I have 6 kids. 5 of them are going with us. My husband, 3 of our dogs are going, and it's like a 16-hour drive. So we're going to be gone for a full week. So I have a lot going on right now, but I wanted to take the time to hop on and go live. I did not want to ignore something that happened earlier today. I don't believe in ignoring. I don't think that things just disappear and go away and get better by ignoring. I'm not one of those people. I hate confrontation, but I don't believe in ignoring. It doesn't accomplish anything. So anyway, so I wanted to take the time to hop on here and go live and just be real, raw and honest. My husband had finished more than a 12-hour shift today so that he could get off early so we can get up early in the morning and go. So it's been a very crazy, chaotic day. And I started getting all these notifications on my phone and these messages and emails. Like, seriously, I've gotten text messages. Like, you all have been blowing my phone up. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on? So I finally had the chance to hop on and just see what was up in this group because y'all are crazy in a good way. And I have probably received, at least, to be honest, whether it's a combination of my emails, text messages, or like inbox through Facebook, at least 50 messages from people. It's pretty crazy. You are. Y'all are like trying to hunt a woman down, let me tell you. But I just wanted to hop on because and several people have reported the post as well. And I want to basically kind of talk about that. But basically this post this person had made is just mean. And it really made me think about what was the intentions of this person's post. And now let me say the person of Robin from 3 years ago, or maybe even a year ago or 2 years ago, would probably not respond the same way that the Robin of today is responding. I will say that. And I have come to a point in my life where hurt people hurt people. And I've said many times in this past that this is a progressive group. This is a group of women who are seeking to change, to grow better, no matter where you are in your journey. So, like for instance, if someone posts a picture of their body and they're wanting to get better, and you could only wish and dream that you look that way at their before, don't be hateful about it. Like, she's seeking to be better. Are you telling me, or when you do post something hateful to her or like not positive, you're telling me that once you get to a size 10 or a size 6 or whatever she is, that you would just be content and you want to be healthier and grow and be stronger? If so, this is not the group for you, because I don't care where you are in your journey, whether you're just opening up your book and you're starting chapter 1 or you're on chapter 10. This is a group of women who are supporting one another, who are all struggling with PCOS and who are seeking to be healthier and stronger women. Are you heading to bed? Okay. Go to bed. I'm trying to get the husband in bed. Go.
Just gotta take one more thing off the bed.
Okay. So I wanted to just say, I'm not going to delete the post. I'm not going to hide. I'm not going to hide who I am. I'm not ashamed of who I am, because I have come a very long way in my journey where I am as a person, as a mom, as a coach, as a motivator, as an advocate for PCOS. I'm not ashamed. And for so many years I was, but I am not anymore. And I don't care how hard you try to hurt me or try to be mean or malicious. that's just going to make me pray for you more, to be honest. It is just going to make me, just my heart's going to break for you, if anything, because it's just a sign of where you are in your journey and how bad you're hurting. Caitlin, there was a post earlier. You can see it from some chick that was just trying to be mean. So for those who think, not for those, but for this particular person thinks that I am trying to manipulate and take advantage of women with PCOS. But if I was, I would think that I wouldn't have PCOS if I was trying to manipulate and take advantage of you all. Okay? But I do have PCOS, so I don't think I'm taking advantage of anyone by running a support group that's free, for that matter. Just saying. So for those who don't know my story, I just wanted to share a little bit about who I am and my story with PCOS so that you know that the struggle is real, and regardless of what my Facebook looks like all the time, or what I think sometimes we think that other people, the struggle is not as hard for them, but I don't know. So I'll just start. So when I was in high school, in about a year and a half, I gained almost 100 pounds, and I didn't have a good relationship. Didn't have a good relationship with my mother to talk to her about anything. And so I never went to the doctor. I had a lot of issues, just female issues, just like you all do. I don't have to go into all the details because you totally understand. And it basically created a lifelong struggle with food, body image, emotional disorder. I mean, just the whole gamut. Like, I've struggled with binge eating, anorexia, you name it, for years. And, the facial hair and the weight gain and just everything. Like, I don't have to go into all the details. The things that you struggle with, I struggle with too. And I tried every weight loss pill there was. I tried every fad diet there was. I even had weight loss surgery, guys. Like, if I wanted to just say, there is only one answer in this world and yada, 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 I wouldn't be open and honest about having weight loss surgery years ago. Like, I would be ashamed of that and I wouldn't share it with people. But the reality is I did have it because I felt like I had tried everything. And I thought it was the answer for me. But I will share with you from my experience, if you struggle with eating disorders, whether it's binge eating or anorexia or whatever it is, weight loss surgery is probably more than likely is not the answer for you. I'm just going to be real because I thought it was going to fix me, and it didn't. Because if so, I'd be like 100 pounds right now, sporting a six pack. Like, I wouldn't be still struggling where I am today. So I, for years, didn't know what was wrong. Fast forward, I was in college, finally went to the gynecologist and got diagnosed with PCOS, and was told I needed to lose weight, and said basically I was on my way to diabetes and high cholesterol, which eventually I did get diagnosed with all of that. And then, sorry, I'm getting distracted. And just basically I was told to lose weight, sent with a bunch of pills, and sent on my way, just told to lose weight. And there was no cure. I wasn't going to be able to have kids. And if I did, it would take fertility treatments and yada, yada, yada. And there was no hope. I walked. I'm sorry. I walked out of that doctor's office like as a 21-year-old young woman, feeling hopeless. Feeling that I was unloved and I was going to be unlovable. I was ashamed sorry. I was ashamed. And I honestly just, I couldn't talk with my family because they wouldn't understand. Because they would have just told me, well, just to lose weight. And as you all know, it's not that simple. I did eventually share with a couple of really close friends. But it was this burden that I carried around. And you know, like if you carry something, say if you carried like a 10-pound weight, you know, if you carry it from your house to your car, it's not that heavy. If you carry it for a mile, it gets a little bit heavier. But if you carry it for a marathon, you're like at the end, you're like crawling. So it was this weight that I carried for years. And it just became unbearable. And no matter what I tried to become happy about, no matter what I tried to just fill my soul with, whether it was food or alcohol or whatever else there was in my life, it didn't make anything better. It didn't fix me. And, gosh, I hate crying in front of people. It's a good thing I can't see you all right now. So, anyway, I eventually married my best friend and from college. And, I was an elementary teacher and he was a police officer. Excuse me. And God, oh, sorry, there's something on my shirt. We felt God calling us to foster children. At this point in time in our marriage, we were not ready for kids. We were not ready for a baby. I knew that having children would probably be difficult, if at all possible. And, but we weren't ready. We had only been married a year or two, probably 2 years. But you know what? We're like, all right, God, if this is what you feel, like what we feel you're calling us to do, then we're going to do it. We're just going to be obedient. So we began fostering, and I left my teaching job to become a stay-at-home foster mom. And it's not been easy by a stretch of means. Like, not been easy. The first 2 years that we fostered, we had over 20 children in our home, and we were like a revolving door. It was just a sign of a broken system, of broken families. And, but I believe that every child, you know, for whatever reason that God had, he called us to be a part of that child's life for a reason, for that season, if that makes sense. But it was hard. We eventually got a sibling group of 5, and God has gloriously wrecked our lives by the gift of adoption. And 5 of those 6 kids are the ones that we still have today. And oh my gosh, like I'm shivering. I'm so like just like ugh. And so we, like I said, we've adopted 6 kids. They're all from the same family. And when I went through the first set of adoptions, because it's 2 sets of adoptions, I just remember just feeling absolutely devastated. Because, for many reasons, because adoption is very emotional, because you understand that, you know, you can only try to comprehend the loss from the bio mother's perspective. But yet I was being given the best gift I could have asked for, because, you know, we had tried fertility treatments while we were fostering and they all failed. And God was answering my prayer for children. But I also knew that I was not the mother my kids deserved. I was extremely obese. And I was depressed. There were times that I just didn't want to exist because I hated the way that I allowed myself to be and to get to. And there were times that I just didn't want to do it anymore. And so that is what really just became my excuse for being tired all the time, and the kids became my reason. And I could not allow the biggest reason in my life why I wanted to be better and be able to see my kids grow up to be my excuse. And, I'm really shivering. I'm really tore up, guys. I'm tore up like a soup sandwich. I keep this as a reminder because this is what I used to use every day. I used to be on 15 to 20 pills of different prescriptions and supplements for diabetes and high cholesterol, and every supplement that I was told that I needed to take for PCOS that would help. And I remember thinking of throwing it away, but it's and I tell you to at least keep something like that is when you begin your journey, take before pictures, keep an outfit so that you can have a before and outfit, a before outfit so you can see your progress. And I'm so glad I kept this, even though I was embarrassed and ashamed to be able to have something like this. What 30-year-old or somebody in their 20s has this? It's freaking embarrassing. So anyway, Robin, collect yourself. I think this is probably the most rawest video I've ever done. So anyway, I was on Facebook and I began following one of my friends who I never met her in person, and she is a fellow police wife, and her name's Jen Greenberg. And she really has a passion of just growing with other police families and police wives, and she runs a marriage challenge for police families. And if you are in law enforcement, or if you are in a family of law enforcement officer or law enforcement, it's not easy. Throw on law enforcement plus fostering and adopting, and then PCOS and all the other crap in life. I just needed help, nothing else had worked. And like I said, I had tried everything. And, I was just what's another thing to try? And there was a challenge group that she had. So she had some free groups that I joined, and, and I just, and just so you know, Jen is a size 2 with washboard abs. But I was drawn to her because she's so positive. And she was a police wife, and she at least understood the aspect of coming from a police family. Her husband was a police officer. And at this time, I was still in the closet about PCOS, if you will. But anyways, I talked to her and I was like, you know what? I need to get healthier. I've had surgery. I'm struggling. I need help. And so she shared with me about some programs. So I joined a challenge group about 3 years ago. And I started a program called Focus T25. I don't know if you in this group have done it, and it is phenomenal. 25-minute workouts. Anybody can do 25 minutes a day. So I started that, and I started meal planning. and drinking Shakeology. And I was very opposed to Shakeology because we're supposed to be completely low carb, and but I was like, I'll try anything. So I, at that time, had been drinking like Premier Protein, like basically the very chemical filled and like no carbs, and it was a hard transition, like that mindset change of basically eating to heal your body versus eating to just feel your body. Does that make sense? And feeling full. So I was like, I'll do it. So my husband said he would do it with me. So I let him pick out the Shakeology flavor. We did the program. The first 5 weeks, I lost 17 pounds. And I was like, holy shit. Like, wow. But here's the thing though, guys. I had lost weight before in the past by doing crazy diets where, didn't eat for days, or I would binge and purge, and but there was a transformation that people began to see on the outside that had nothing to do with weight. Because for the first time in my life, I felt like I was worthy. I felt that I was growing emotionally. And I think that's where I was struggling all along. And having the support of other women who still didn't know I had PCOS. And I was in a group with no one else with PCOS. Or if they did, they weren't sharing it. It was that emotional transformation. So I went on to complete 21 Day Fix. I did 21 Day Fix Extreme. I've done Size. I've done Country Heat. I've done tons of programs. And I'm going to go ahead and I will post some, like, basically a before and after picture in the comments so that you can see that I don't just sling out the names of these programs without actually doing them and putting in the work. Go to bed.
There's a lot of stuff in the van that's valuable stuff. Let's just leave it locked. Put it by
Okay.
the door. I'll get it in the morning.
Okay. Good night. Love you. So in the comments, I'm going to do that. Sorry. So, and so I did this, and, just talking with my coach, Jen, who's my mentor, I saw that she didn't just, use the products and share about them, but she cared about women. And like I said before, she had this marriage group. She also has the Police Wives Academy. And, she shared with me, that if I, have finally found something that's helped me take control over my health, it's a gift. And if we have a gift that we can freely give to people, why would we choose not to share that gift with people? And I was like, sure, I'll do it. Mind you, I was still in the closet about PCOS. And just to be frank, I was a coach for almost a year and a half before I came out of the closet about having PCOS. So if you're out of the closet, you're much further along in your journey than where I was even after I was a coach for a year. But seeing her change the lives of so many police wives, experiencing that change myself. Because all the time, how many times have you seen people share their before and afters and you're like, oh, when's it going to be my turn? Or like, oh, that's nice. It must be so easy for her. Well, hello, it was finally my turn. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But seeing her have her group and being able to inspire so many people who struggle, being a police wife is not easy. That basically inspired me to say, you know what? Like, I want to help my women too. Like, and but where's my passion? And it took me a year basically wrestling with God and saying, all right, God, if you want me to do this, I'm going to have to come out of the closet. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. I don't want to be public about this, because then people are going to know that I've struggled with getting pregnant. They're going to know that I struggle with, balding. And they're going to know that I struggle with facial hair and all this other stuff that, doesn't make me as womanly and feminine. And I don't want that. But eventually it's no, I am here for a reason. My journey will not be in vain. And I'm going to do it. So I basically, it was scary. It was completely scary. But I knew that through that year of just growing emotionally, that it's what I was called to do. And that's basically how this group got started. And I had this vision of women with PCOS coming together, supporting one another. And the thing is, guys, many of you all, you're just starting and you don't even know where or how to start. And yes, I share my journey, but guess what? I'm a group of over 9,000 people. Do you think there were other people in here who can share their journey too? Yes. So just because I'm sharing my journey doesn't mean it's the only answer. But I'll tell you, it has been the only thing that I've done consistently for 3 years now, and has helped me gone from 15 to 20 pills a day down to 5. And I'm not saying you have to do what I'm doing, but I'm not going to share my journey because someone is hurting and struggling in their journey where they are in their point in time. Understand, I was hurting too. And it's still not easy. But that's why I believe that no matter where you are on your journey, you should seek growth. You should always seek improvement, no matter where you are. And I will never hide the fact that I am a coach with Team Beachbody. Never will I hide the fact. I absolutely love Beachbody programs and products. I love the values that they stand behind. And I'll tell you what, if you feel like, speaking of the whole pyramid scheme thing, that stuff was if you're speaking about pyramid schemes, you're so misinformed. Pyramid schemes are illegal. They don't exist. And if they do, they get highly fined. You just don't know what you're talking about. And if you really think that it is, I encourage you to message me and you tell me everything you think that is a pyramid scheme about it. Please. I would love to know. Because if you think that it is and you think that it's unhealthy, please tell me. Because if you see me as a true friend, I would think that you would share that with me. But from my knowledge, no. But I think one of the things that you can do, and that I have done personally to see whether or not a product is solid and that the employees and even the CEO stands behind what the values of the company is and what their foundation is. Go to the CEO's Facebook page. When you go to a CEO page for this product versus this product and this company, what do the CEOs post about? Do they just post about all their next $1 million earners? Do they post about, the next new amazing thing? Or are they posting about real people having real transformations? And I'll tell you one thing, the CEO with Team Beachbody is constantly sharing real transformations, and not only that, his own transformation using the products and programs. So it's not just someone throwing out products trying to make a quick dime. It didn't even begin that way. So yes, I will never have the fact that I am a coach with Team Beachbody and that I use their programs and their products and I stand behind them 100%. And I love the way that they are very relational, and it has changed my life. And if you want to join my PCOS Academy, which is way more than just Beachbody, by the way, it is a 4-week course I've designed that is just for women with PCOS. We do have the health and fitness, the portion, in meal planning and nutrition, that is a part of it because it's so important. If you don't have that in your regimen, then really, I mean, how do you expect to see results? But it's more than that. Like, we read a book together. We really seek to grow emotionally, because if you're not trying to grow that emotional muscle, and it's going to be weak compared to your physical body, like, guys, like, you're going to go back to old ways. You're not truly breaking those unhealthy habits. So really focusing on the whole picture and the emotional growth. If anything, I want to see a woman being transformed from the inside out emotionally than dropping 20 pounds. That is a hell of a lot more important to me than what a number on the scale says. So that's just my, and yes, if you want to join the PCOS Academy, I am going to ask that you use the program and the products so that I know that you actually are following a program. So I know what meal plan you're following. So because I've done most of the programs, I'm going to know what you're doing. So as a coach, as your mentor, as your friend, and your fellow woman with PCOS, I'm going to know what you're doing so I can better help support you. And the thing is, I'm doing them too. I'm not some like boss that's like, you must do this, or personal trainer sitting there yelling at you. You don't see the personal trainer getting up and doing the workouts too. You're doing it with me. I invite you to join my journey with me. This isn't something that you're doing alone. This is a community, basically. It's a community. And with that, yeah, I ask that you try the programs and the products. And guess what? They're all completely refundable. So you could actually finish a whole academy for a month. And if you don't like it, you can return everything. You're out nothing except the cost of your book, because, I guess you could return your book back to Amazon, but most people to get the e-reader. That's all that I ask that you really invest in. So it's not stuff that like you're buying for me. So not only like, if anything, like my love language is the gifts I give out. I spend more money than, I don't want to say that I make, because I'm not $1 million earner with Beachbody like some people. I'm not one. Has it helped my family financially? Yes, I'm not going to lie about that. But I just spent like hundreds of dollars, like almost like $400 or $500 on shirts the other day. That's not shirts that you're all paying me for. If you join the academy, you get that for free. So, I could not do a free shirt and try to sling you a product and just give you the product and have you go on your way. But that's not what this is about. That is nothing what it's about. And I'm not speaking, and maybe other coaches are different, but that's not what I'm about. I am here, and I truly believe in the mission that Beachbody does have. I truly believe in the mission that I have in my academy, and I just, and I don't care how you're doing your journey or how you're doing you. I just want you to seek improvement. I just want you to seek growth. But like I said, there are a lot of women in this group who don't know how or where to begin. And if not, I can help you. I don't ever push products on you. If you feel like I do, I'm sorry. Sometimes my passion can come over as pushiness because I mention it, but I've never required it for this group. There are over 9,400 whatever-ish women in here, and you've not been required to do it. So, and I've spent tons of hours in this group, free of my time that I don't get paid for or reimbursed. I do weekly challenges that are completely free that I don't get paid for. Like, it's more than just Beachbody. It's more than just getting a paycheck, guys. And if you feel like that's all that it is, I'm sorry that you feel that way. It's not. It's not been my intention. And also, so with Beachbody, there are people who have chosen in this group to join me as a coach or join my team. And basically they want to become coaches and earn products or earn an income by sharing their journey. And I purposely don't share about that in this group because I have a separate group for that, because I'm not going to be pushy about that kind of stuff, because it's a personal decision. But I have a separate group for those who are wanting to grow a business based on sharing their journey with other people. I don't share pushing products or anything like that. And I know there are several coaches in this group that you probably don't even know are Beachbody coaches in this group, because that's not how I run my business. That's not how I conduct myself. Am I ashamed of the fact that I'm a coach? No, never. But I have a separate group for that. And I'm not deleting the group, because I'm not hiding behind the struggles that I've had. They're valid. They're real. My PCOS is just as real as hers, is just as real as yours, no matter what it looks like where I'm at in my journey. And 2017 has really been hard for me. And to be completely honest, I've gained weight. We've had a lot of struggles with our kids, a lot of struggles with the Kids Value family, and I have not been public about that. And I believe that some things just don't need to be public on Facebook, and it's totally fine. Hold on, let me plug on my phone. But it's been really hard, and I have gained a few pounds. Now, is it near as bad as what it would have been 3 years ago? No, because 2 years ago, I guess it was 2.5 years ago, my one of my daughters was running away and stuff, and I gained 40 pounds in 4 or 5 months. I mean, it was real. But thankfully I didn't gain that much weight, not even close. But it's been hard. And so just because I post, and I show up every day, doesn't mean that it's easy. It means because I'm become more disciplined. And instead of saying, I don't have time for that, how about you try saying, that's not a priority for me? Because it's not really about time. It's about priorities, if that makes sense. So I've had to really think about, what are priorities to me in my life? What is the most important? What do I want to be remembered for? And I have found that there are a lot of wasted moments in my day. And so instead of those moments wasting away, I hop online and I see how I can maybe help someone. Or, I check my inbox. I go through dozens of messages a day from women. And I may not be able to get back to you that day, but my goal is within a few days. And my goal is to help you no matter where you are in your journey, whether you're using Beachbody programs or not. I want you to be able to take control over your PCOS. Realize it is possible. PCOS does not own you. It does not own you. And if you feel like your life is just run down and you're beat down and that there's no hope for you, guys, that is not the life for you. You are worth it. You deserve better. And so I want you to know, that if you message me and you're like, Robin, I can't afford Beachbody, but I'm in a dark place and I need help, I will talk to you. And we'll see how I can help. I can maybe suggest a book that will help you. I will tell you the book that we're reading in the academy. It's the Champagne Diet. It's not a secret. So if you really want a kick-ass book that's going to help you grow emotionally, that it's great for beginners, the Champagne Diet, go get it. Amazing. And any lady that's been through the academy who's read it will tell you the same thing. It's no secret. I don't have secrets, guys. I can tell you what I eat every day. I'll tell you what workouts I'm doing. I'll tell you what books I'm reading. Until I'm blue in the face and you're like, Robin, stop telling us. But it's a great beginner book. So if you haven't picked it up or you haven't heard of it, The Champagne Diet by Kara Leba. I'll put it in the comments too. And, but I just wanted to hop on live, and I had no intentions of rambling this long. It's just my passion is to be able to see every woman to take control of her PCOS in whatever way that looks like for her. And not just with the scale, not with just medication, but just with your emotional overall well-being. Guys, it's the whole picture. And when I just, oh my gosh, like it's just amazing how the many messages and stuff like it was well over 50 that I got from women from this one post that was meant for evil and just just destruction. It turned into something that was completely overpouring, just overwhelmingly full of love and support. And I'm telling you what, guys, and if you've been like me, for so many years when you feel worthless and unloved and unbeautiful and just ashamed, and then you do something so big out of your comfort zone and create a group like this, a year and a half later, you get the overpouring and just overwhelmingly just messages of love and just people saying, you know what, like, I don't care what you're selling. I don't want it. I just want to say I love your group. You know, they're not even saying they love me, and that's fine. They love the group. That's awesome. That's what it's here for. It just shows me that I'm so glad I created this group. If for anything, you know, it's selfishly, I'm glad that you all love it. But if anything, it has shown me that there can still be hurt people in this world that try to hurt people and negative, just evil people. But there is a group of women who understand the struggle and who are real and who are honest, who can sometimes just say, you know what? Keep up the good fight. And we are just so thankful that we have this group, you know, and I'm so glad that you created it. That's all. I'm telling you what, guys, thank you. Because I have never felt more loved by a bunch of strangers. And I know that no matter how many hateful comments there ever may be, or people that will, whatever, you know, they're always haters. But it's all worth it. It is all worth it to be able to be a part of even one person's life being transformed. And being changed, or being able to just give them hope and show that there is a possibility, even if it's not with my journey, but for someone else's journey that has posted and being willing to share in this group. I invite you to share about your journey in this group. I don't care if you've used Beachbody or not. If you haven't, if you found things that have worked for you, share. You know, like, I want to know, because, you know, maybe Beachbody isn't for everyone. You know, I believe it can help pretty much everybody. But maybe someone doesn't believe it's for them, but they see that you share your journey, that something else has worked, whether it's keto or, I don't know, cutting out soda, whatever it may be. Like, that's what this is here for. And I just believe that anyone here who is just not seeking positivity and encouragement, this is just not the group for you, guys. Like, just there's a leave button for a reason. And I just want to leave you with this, because I've got to finish packing and I've got to leave in like 2 or 3 hours. And yeah, I was supposed to be in bed at 8 o'clock. Didn't happen. I love you all. I can't tell you how much I love you. And with Thanksgiving coming up, I just want to thank you all for being a part of this group. Thank you for sharing your journey, because I realize that in order for you to be a part of a group like this, there is probably a huge percentage of you women who are still feeling worthless and ashamed and unworthy and unloved and unbeautiful, and who have technically not come out of the closet. Chances are there are a lot of you all who is where I was 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever. And I want you to know there is hope. And in this group, we will help you find hope, because you deserve it. And I want you to know that if you feel hopeless, that there is hope. And that's why the tagline for the PCOS Academy is, "I'll never give up hope." Never give up hope, whether it's for fertility or getting off meds or losing weight or whatever your desire is. I just encourage you, never give up hope. You are not a lost cause. You are called here for a reason. You are watching this video up until however long I've been on here for a reason. Your journey and your struggles are not in vain. You deserve love. You deserve hope. And I want you to feel that. Your journey is not in vain. It is not. And I love you. And I just want to thank you all for just supporting me. I cannot have imagined a more supportive group. I can't. So, whew, man, I had no intentions of going that deep and raw, but I did. And I feel better about it. So anyway, I am going to try to get to the comments, if not tonight, but tomorrow, because I have like a 15, 16 hour drive in the van. But that will be lots of times to actually get back to your all's messages. So with that, thank you for being a part of this group. Please know that if you feel like you are hopeless, like there is hope, you are loved, you're beautiful. Guys, there's no reason to feel like you're in the dark, because you're not. I want you to step into the light. I want you to embrace the love that is in this group. I want you to embrace the amazing culture that has been created by you all. I can't create the culture and dynamic of a group. I can help lead it, but I cannot replace you all. This group started as a group of one. One, a year and a half ago. Not even a full year, about a year and a half ago. One. Of a very scared woman, and now look how it's blossomed. And that's because of you all. So I just wanted to thank you all for being open and being willing to share your journey with all of us. So hope that you all have a wonderful night, and I will chat with you all later. Bye.